All right, we're gonna go for a ride in one of my favorites, 1961 Impala bubble top. These things are like a fishbowl inside. Almost no roof rails practically to look at, you know? No blind spots, we should say. But what an awesome car, man. 61 Impala bubble top. This one has a Smeding Performance 350, well, actually 383 stroker motor, rated at about 360 horsepower, which it probably has a little bit more than that. It's got a couple other goodies added to it, better carburetor and exhaust, that sort of thing. But beautiful, polished and detailed under the hood. This car was built to be a driver by the previous owner. Great guy, had a bunch of his cars. He's a good builder, and he does them himself, most of them, you know, other than the interior and even sometimes the paint. But this was his driver. He's got about 17,000 miles on it. He'd take this thing to Pleasanton, hot August nights, you name it. Him and his wife would just go cruising in it. They really love this car. It's got a Albert Lara leather interior in it. Little CD player down there, nice stereo. It's got the one that stuffs the dash right there, so you don't have to cover up the holes or anything like that if you want to put an original one back in. But it's got a 700R overdrive transmission. Really makes a difference on the highway. 10-bolt rear end in the back. This thing scoots. It's got some staggered deep dish steel wheels with the dog dish hubcaps. It's kind of old school hot rod look. It's brought down a little bit. It's got the tubular control arms up front with adjustable coilover, so you can set it up the way you like it. You know, it has a really wicked stance. It doesn't rub on anything or anything either. It's got a, you know, really comfortable ride. It's not bouncy. It's got a tilt steering wheel. I mean, everything about this car was really built for comfort. Not to mention cold AC. It's got vintage air conditioning. We'll show you under the hood. It's real pretty under the hood, but it's got this nice billet steering wheel. But if you get on it, man, she gets up and goes pretty good. It's a big, heavy car, too. All right, we're going to come up here and take some more pictures and video for you. Man, this one is sitting pretty. Check out this 1961 Chevy Impala bubble top. One of my favorite years, and I think a lot of people's favorites. That bubble top is just really cool. It's like you're in a fishbowl up there. Lots of glass, so everybody can see you cruising. It's a two-door hardtop, so you put all the windows down, you got no post. True Impala, finished in Ermine White. It's got the red interior, that's per the trim tag, but the interior is updated to leather and a lot more plush. Also has those black plates. Was purchased at Pasadena, Jack Wall Chevrolet. California car, really straight, really solid. No bubbling, no funny stuff going on underneath the car. The body panels are super straight. Paint is beautiful. It's an older paint job and still looks amazing. It's got the deep dish steely wheels on there with BF Goodrich TA radials, dog dish caps. Fills up the wheel wells real nice. The stance is incredible. Just looks really good. It doesn't bounce. It drives nice. Doesn't scrape on anything. All the chrome is new or re-chromed. Super clean. Got dual mirrors on it, and it's got all the creature comforts. You know, it's, you know, crate motor with 700R trans, front disc brakes, vintage air conditioning, close ratio power steering gearbox, tilt column. It's even got cup holders, man. Get your coffee with you in the morning when you're going to cruise night. Look at that headliner, really nicely done. This interior guy is excellent. Albert Lara, he knows what he's doing. Got some underdash AC vents there. As I mentioned earlier, it's got a nice stereo right there, little Kenwood CD player. It's got a remote in the glove box there. Old radios right there in the dash, so you don't have to, nobody wants to cut the dash on these cars. It's a shame. If they're left alone and they're still original, leave them that way and hide the stereo someplace else. You're not hurting the integrity of the car. Nice, beautiful 61 bubble top. Good collector car and a good driver. Here's the power plant in the 61 bubble top. This is a Smeding Performance crate motor. Basically, they build really nice motors, a 383 stroker motor. Got the little ID number up there. It says 360 horsepower. Probably got a little bit more than that, a couple add-ons on here with the headers and the carburetor and everything like that. But it's got front disc brakes. Everything's chrome and polished under here. Just real simple and sano. It's got one of those aluminum radiators. It runs nice and cool. Vintage air conditioning with the 134 Freon. So it's easy to charge whenever you need to do it. HEI ignition, close ratio steering gearbox, as I mentioned earlier. Pretty cool, real clean and sano. He even added cruise control to it. You can tell the guy was going to drive it on the road if you put cruise on it. We'll fire it up. Also, I got to mention that dash cover is actually to protect the dash. The dash is perfect underneath, and you didn't want it to crack or get beat up in the sun. We'll fire this bad boy up. Yeah, she runs, man. It's got the cool little shifter too. It might be a low car. You got to push down to put it in gear, but again, 4-speed automatic, overdrive, made to get on the highway. Yep, purrs like a kitten, even though it's got all that performance. It's reliable, man. That's what you want. There's those tubular control arms down there, and that was one of the most recent additions to this. Makes it ride nice. But dual exhaust going all the way out the back. Real tasteful sounding, not too loud. But enough rumble so they hear you coming, especially when you get on it. Pretty sweet car. Well, if you want to see this one in person, come out to California Cars. We're at 2158 Union Place, the city of Simi Valley, California. Phone number here is 818-591-1313. My name is Rich. Willing to talk to you more about the car or show it to you in person. Or if you're out of state, need it shipped, or you need a loan, we can tackle all that stuff for you. All right, thanks for watching.